Hi, my Sag and Sag Rising friends, Sandra from ForYourChi.com here. We're here today to do your monthly tarot and oracle card reading for September of 2021. Thanks for being here with me. Congratulations to you. You tied for a win with the Scorpios for the most liked videos, so I'm recording your readings first. So thank you for hitting the like button and continue to do it if you guys want to be the first recorded for the month of October. This year's flying by. Okay. This reading is fabulous as a whole, but let me just say, as you enter September, you are feeling spectacular. You have the best card in traditional tarot here. It's the World card in the Rider-Waite deck. The Universe card says you simply need to open your arms and give gratitude to all of the goodies that in your case, Jupiter has to deliver to you. Now, what would help you in receiving these Jupiter, aka Santa Claus goodies, even though it's not Christmas time yet? Quiet time. A Sagittarius could use a little quiet time alone. Are you with me? I know my Sagittarius certainly wants his quiet time. He wants it every day. But I feel like you guys could use a little extra quiet time, alone time, perhaps meditation, relaxation, or a nap to help you right now. Second house, passion ignited. This rules your money and your stuff. Something or someone is about to light your fire in a very good way. You could figure out this month how to make more money or how to do what you love and make more money. Regardless, this is fantastic. Now, it also rules your stuff, so you could be getting something very exciting, a very exciting item that you've always wanted to purchase, or maybe someone buys you a special gift and you are loving it, whatever this is. Now, it's interesting, we pulled Isis here. Some of you could have received a certain sum of money because Isis talks about past lives and karma. So whatever you are receiving here in the month of September, just know that it is supposed to come to you. You have contracted for it to come to you this month of September in 2021. The bottom of this card says this situation involves your past life memories. Now, it could be that one of those memories is returned to you. In fact, like when I see this happen in this instance in the second house, it's like someone returns from that past life to give you a gift. So pay attention to who shows up with gifts in September. It is very relevant and exciting. Okay, third house. Brother or sister. They are learning a harsh life lesson, Sagittarius. You may hear complaining and whining from this person in September, so be prepared. Mark your calendar. However, what is this lesson really bringing to them? Well, Imania is here to say golden opportunity. Important doors are opening wide for your sibling right now, and it is important for them to say yes and walk through them. This can be kind of scary for them because not everyone has a Jupiter shining star over their right and left shoulders. I know it's hard to imagine. Fourth house, triumph. Okay, so fourth house is your house of home. This is you winning, Sag. You are winning regardless of who is trying to battle and fight you this month of September. You are coming out on top. You are not taking any SHIT. And you are not having anything less than a victory this month with the residents of your household, with the visitors of your household, with your house in general. Sedna is here to talk about the infinite supply of abundance flowing to you. The bottom of this card says you are supplied for today and all of your tomorrow. You also may be stocking up your supplies at home. And if so, that's good for you, because I have been getting the same exact message and I've been doing the same exact thing for the last, say, 3 months. Okay, fifth house. Fifth house represents your social circle. For those of you single Sagittarius, it's also talking about your dating life, your networking, friendships, things like that. Material and spiritual prosperity talks about the flow of abundance and blessings, both on the material plane, which is the earth where we live, also from the heavenly plane. So you're getting blessings in both places. What does this mean? This means that you should say yes to every social invitation that you get at this time, particularly in the month of September, because it's not only going to be a good time for you, but it could also bring you extra abundance and extra blessings, and sometimes happy surprises in the form of happy surprises. We pulled another message that talks about past lives. So Ice Holt is here to tell you undying love. Now, let me just say this. For those of you who are watching for your rising sign, but you are a Scorpio sun, or you're a Sag sun with a Scorpio rising, go watch the Scorpio message. And for those of you that watch moon readings, and you have a Scorpio moon, go watch that, because Scorpio also pulled this card here, and when I have the goddess deck out, this is a rare pull for me, so to pull it twice for both readings is pretty significant. Okay, the bottom of this card says, the love you have shared is eternal regardless of the situation. For those of you single Sagittarius who are dating, this is to remind you that you love this person, regardless of the crap that they have put you through. There is an undying love here. You may have tried to walk away from it, and it just you're like corded, it keeps coming back. You can energetically cut the cords if you wish. A lot of times it'll cut the energy of the relationship temporarily, and then they'll come back when I get this message. That's not always the case, but when Ice Holt shows up, it's just like, yeah, you know, you can try to sever it, but it just keeps coming back eventually. Okay, so this could also be talking about a friendship of yours that keeps coming back, and regardless of whatever arguments you've been in, and especially recently, you always end up forgiving each other and moving on with the friendship. Not the easiest message, but it's still, I feel, very true for most of you. Sixth house, work and health. Throat chakra says you need to speak your mind at work right now. Also, you could be having physical symptoms in the throat. If that's true for you, make sure you seek medical advice and treatment right away. If you've already done that and you're still having problems, please seek out a functional medicine doctor so that they can get to the bottom of your situation, or a second opinion. Bold, Freya. The goddess card, Freya Bold, means you must speak your mind. And it's very ironic to deliver this message to a Sagittarius, because typically you guys have no problem speaking what's on your mind, and often it can get you in trouble, right? However, if there has been something that you have been holding back, biting your tongue, it is time to unleash this truth. I'm getting unleashed, and this card actually, I think, says unleash. Yeah. Unleash your adventurous side, take risks, and be daring. But in this instance, it's take risks in telling people what's on your mind and how you truly feel. And if for some of you who have been avoiding the doctor with this health situation, it is time to tell the doctor everything that's going on and everything that you think and feel to get to the bottom of it. Okay? What do we have here in your 7th house, Sag? Material harvest. This is a money card in your relationship house. Very unusual. Your significant other could be bringing in abundance. Perhaps it's unexpected, or they're getting a promotion or a raise or a new job that pays them more money. And it's interesting that you should pull Ishtar that talks about boundaries. So maybe this person is trying to buy their way to you, Sag, and you're having to put up some boundaries. Now, I'm having a hard time reconciling this message with what I know about Sag. I have surrounded myself with Sagittarians my entire life, unintentionally. For some reason, I gravitate towards them, or they gravitate towards me, or it's mutual. And I'm a gift giver. I'm a humanitarian. My love language is gift giving. I give gifts all the time. I present the gifts to my Sagittarius friends. I have never had a gift that has been refused by a Sagittarian. I've had gifts that have been refused by other signs, but never a Sag. So, this could be someone that's a little too extreme with their money, or maybe too generous, or they're doing too much with it such that it's a turnoff. And it would really have to be excessive, I would think, for Sag to say, you know what, this is just weird, you know. I can make my own money, or I can pay my own car payment, or whatever this case may be. But this just feels like it's a little too much for you, Sag, and you may have to take a breather from this, or draw your line in the sand and just say, thanks but no thanks, or, you know, some other type of way to quietly put this to bed. I don't feel like this is a toxic relationship. It does not appear that way to me. It just feels like someone's trying to push something on you here that maybe you don't want, or you don't need, or it's a little bit too invasive for you. I've never given that message to a Sagittarius before. That's probably going to be the last time, but we'll see. 8th house rules intimacy, taxes, contracts, legal matters, and the source of your significant other's income. For those of you who are in relationships, firm foundation says that you've laid the solid foundation for what you're going to do next here, especially you Sages that are involved in contracts or real estate purchases, or who have worked on a tax issue or a legal matter. You're in a good place right now. Like, you have done the grunt work and you're ready for what's next. For those small percentage of you who have had intimacy issues because of a traumatic past, you have turned the corner from that traumatic past, okay? And you are looking forward to what comes next after your healing has occurred. Dana is here to talk about you are the high priestess, or a high priestess, energetically speaking, has helped you recently to turn this corner that we're talking about. The bottom of this card says you have divine knowledge that can help others through your spiritual teachings. So I really feel like if this card is talking about the traumatic past that you have overcome, that you can learn that, you can help others to learn your lesson that you have gone through by sharing your story and what and who has helped you turn the corner, Sag. Okay, that's very important, because a lot of people, they don't ever turn the corner. They always have the suffering, and they always have the hurt and the pain. Even though they don't show it, it might be under the surface and they don't know what to do to get rid of it, or they've been through therapy and they've been through all these things that aren't working. So please share what has worked for you with your friends and family and those who need it. Okay, 9th house. 9th house rules travel. It also rules school. Emotional withdrawal says that you, well, first of all, you might need some quiet time alone. You might need an extra long weekend, Sag, near a body of water. And if you're saying to yourself, this is perfect because I wanted to book a trip near the lake or the beach or, you know, so-and-so, then this is your confirmation. And now we do have Anne that talks about leap of faith here, and this is you going in a brand new, different direction with this. So this could be a destination that you've never been before, or that someone has shared with you. You should go to a certain beach, body of water, and you thought to yourself, okay, I'm going to save that information for another day. This could be the time. Okay, 10th house rules your career, but also your mother. For those of you that this is not talking about your career. For those of you that are on the brink of a career change, you are researching all of your possible options. It is not time to make a decision yet. It is simply time to do your homework, or your mother could be researching her options in her life of where she would like to go next. Maeve is here to tell us that we need to celebrate the cycles and rhythms this lifetime. It may be that some of you Sages, your time is up as far as a certain career. You've taken it as far as it can go. You're no longer happy in that career, and that you are looking for other opportunities. Or your mother may have turned her corner as far as a cycle in her life. You know, the past is over and welcome the new. Okay, she could be actually retiring right now and looking at all of her options that she has to put her time into now that she has more time. Okay, this is interesting. 11th house rules the children. For those of you that don't have children, it's talking about your best friend. This card is for them, not you. Third eye chakra is wide open here. For those of you that this is talking about your child, if you have a child, and if they are a young child and they come to you and they say, I see things in my room at night, please, please, please do not be a skeptical Sag. It is not time to be skeptical. It is time to pay attention to exactly what they're saying and acknowledge it. They really are seeing whatever this is, okay? Hopefully it's not scary. A lot of times it isn't scary, but maybe they think it's scary because they don't know what it is. If it is scary, send me an email. I'll put my email address in the description box, and we're going to talk through it, because there are things that you can do to get out of this, them seeing scary things. I've been through it, I know. I was one of those kids a long time ago. Okay, we have Vesta here to talk about home and hearth. Now, let me just go back. This also could be, for those of you that don't have children, your best friend, their third eye could be wide open. I see this card a lot with engineers and people who visually see pictures in their mind's eye. They draw them out. And then, so it's like, you know, architects, they draw out plans for something, and then someone builds it from their drawing. So this could be a friend of yours who has this gift, but for some reason it is just blown wide open. It's like on steroids, okay? Okay, so Vesta, going back to Vesta. Vesta is here to talk about, for those of you that do have children, an improvement is coming to your home, either through a move or a change of residence or occupants. You could have a child move out of the house, another child, you know, a child could be moving back home. Regardless of what this is here, this is a very good message. I love when I get Vesta. I love, love, love it. Okay, 12th house is your future card, so look for it in about 3 months from now, December, patience and planning. So this is my card for pause, because these two things look like the pause on the remote. Hang on one second, Sag. Hi, Sag. Sorry. So to finish your 12th house message, you have the pause, patience, planning, which means do not make any harsh or rash decisions. It's time to set back and plan your next move strategically. We also have Nematoma, which talks about sacred spaces and altars, but more importantly, quiet time meditating to try to figure out what your next move is here. So this Oracle Goddess message definitely echoes the pause, patience, and planning card. Thanks so much for being with me and watching, and don't forget to hit the like button so you guys can win the next month's contest for October. Many blessings, Dad.